Alana, Jaylo.
Yes.
We just put some beans in your slow cooker.
Yes.
And I'm a little bit nervous because once I put the water in there, I realized that you're right, and it is a smaller slow cooker than I'm used to working with.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering how that's going to come out. How are you feeling about this?
Well, you said something about it soaking up the water, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they usually double in size.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I think as long as we monitor it, because it is cooking on high right now. Yes.
So maybe in 4 hours we'll give it a look.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, that's the one thing with slow cookers is you don't want to open them too often because that releases a lot of the heat.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, just kind of take a peek in there and.
Yeah, we could have soaked them overnight, the beans, and that would have expanded them.
Yeah.
And would have made them taste better, but it also would have expanded them, and then we really couldn't.
No. It's probably good that we didn't do that.
Yes, so I'm a little bit nervous, babes. So maybe you should hold me later.
Oh, goodness.
You're out of cumin.
I don't know where it is. I seriously, thought I had some, but I guess I need to buy more because I really don't know when the last time I used it was.
I put in black peppercorns, 2 leaves of... Two bay leaves. I almost said bay like homegirl Rachel Ray says bay.
Bay?
Yeah.
2 leaves of bay?
That's what I was about to say.
Yes.
And some crushed garlic. To add to the flavor. So.
The minced garlic, yes.
I hope it'll turn out good there, Jaylo.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it will. I mean, it's not going to be with the cumin flavor, but I think it'll still turn out really good.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to add salt. It'll still be fine, though.
We can't... Isn't there a way to add salt? Well, yeah, it's true.
We could. So we could... technically, I could go out there and just add it. But again, it releases a lot of the heat.
I don't want to... Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I don't think it's going to be the end of the world.
No, it's not. Especially couldn't we add salt after the thing is cooked?
We can, but it doesn't get in there as well.
True.
Yeah. But I think it'll be okay.
That's okay.
It's not ideal, but it should work.
I mean, I remember when we've made nachos and we didn't add salt to them. I think it was either salted, it had some sodium or it didn't. I can't remember what it was, but we never added salt to our beans.
But if I dehydrated them, I'm sure I added just a touch of salt.
Okay.
Even though I was going through a no salt kick for a while, just because it does add a little bit of flavor.
Yes.
To the beans.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But we'll find out about that later, babe.
Well, and we're also going to add things to our rice, so that's going to give it another flavor too.
Yes.
It's gonna soak in the flavors of the rice and the corn.
I like to have the most flavorful meals we can.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I guess I have to buy more cumin.
Yes.
Cumin for humans.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
If the Ferengis were real, they would call it cumin.
Yes, cumin.
Cumin.
My friend who keeps saying he hates Deep Space Nine.
I don't understand. He's almost done.
I know. Well, he's in the middle of season 6.
He's a closeted Deep Space Nine fan, don't you think?
I do, because last night we were getting ready for bed and I got a text from him talking about the last 3 episodes he saw and said, oh, this one's really good. I really liked Far Beyond the Stars. Who Mourns for Morn was good, but I do have a complaint about it. And then this morning I saw another text from him where he's talking about another episode from the show that he liked. So, yeah, he hates the show, but yet now he's liking every single episode. But the show still sucks, though.
Yeah, well then if it was so bad, he could have just watched, the first season. That was it.
I know.
I don't understand him.
I mean, the first season is very hit and miss, though.
He doesn't. I don't know why he just doesn't admit that he likes it.
Mm-hmm.
Just admit that you like it. You watch the whole thing. You're watching the whole thing.
I know.
Did he see The Children of Time yet?
He didn't mention it, but from where he's at in the series, he should have seen it. And he's one of those people who likes to watch every episode of a show in order.
Yeah, I do that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll ask him what he thought about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
It's a great episode.
It is.
Yes.
It is, yes.
Yes. Something tells me he's going to have a complaint about it. The episode.
Yeah.
And I mean, and A Simple Investigation is great.
Yeah, the one with, what was her name?
Was it no, I was going to say Nateem.
Not Natima. That was the one.
Is it Naprem?
No, that was the one where, he has a relationship with whatever her name is. I forgot what her name was. And he doesn't find out until until later on that she was living a different life.
Well, and she didn't know that either.
And she didn't know that, yeah. Mm-hmm. Like she had children and
family.
Family, yeah.
Great episode.
Yeah.
Yes. But we'll see what my friend
But Odo's heart was broken again.
I know. Just like me.
What?
No.
What did I do?
No, I don't know, babes.
Was it like Serena or something? I
forget. But
I forgot what it was, but it was a good episode.
It's a very, very good episode.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Yes. But we got ready for bed last night.
Yes, we did.
Yes. And I was telling you this morning, babes, that they didn't really play a lot of rap music on the radio here in Portland until the late 90s.
And I was very surprised because I said that even in Hawaii, they were playing the mainstream stuff.
And so what I said is we had a top 40 radio station out of Portland called Z100, which played some rap music.
Yes, I was familiar with that one, yes.
If you were adventurous, you could go over to the AM dial and listen to KPSU, and they'd have some rap music.
Right.
But for the most part, there wasn't like a rap and R&B station here until 1999.
Wow.
And then Z100 started playing more rap music to compete with them.
That's interesting because when I was I was living in the Snohomish County area, in Everett when I first moved to Washington, and I used to listen to a radio station called Cube 93, which is out of Seattle. And they played mainstream hip hop and rap and R&B stuff. So I was really surprised when you said, "Oh, we didn't get that stuff until the late 90s."
We got some of it, but it wasn't a lot here.
Yeah.
Because Portland is very white, at least back then.
Wow, I'm very surprised.
We got a lot of things late here. The one thing I think that we did very well on back in the day, meaning the 90s, was independent movies.
Okay.
We got a fair amount of those. But a lot of stuff came here late, it felt like. What was I just, oh yeah, so there's a station called Jammin' 95.5, which launched in either March or April of 1999.
Wow.
And for the first maybe 3 months, they played mostly rap music and one or two R&B songs. And everybody my age who was kind of cool talked about that radio station. Right.
Wow.
I was like, oh, this is the greatest station. And then, like 3 months later, they started playing mostly R&B with a little bit of rap music.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as soon as they got people into the station, they kind of flipped formats. Which is so odd to me.
Yes.
Yes. But they always do that. They always use the outlaw thing to sell something, and then they put in the real sugary stuff.
The outlaw thing?
Yeah, like rap music at that time was considered very much of an outlaw thing. And they used it to sell kids this pop radio station that became more Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, right?
Ugh.
And when you look at rap music in the context of, let's say, Apple Music, they bought Beats, which was associated with Dr. Dre, and now they can play, other more mainstream stuff. Because they have some internet radio stations. Okay. Right? They use it to sell auto tunes. And if you're looking beyond rap and other genres, stuff, let's look at the history of rock and roll. It was very much considered the outsiders thing.
Oh, yeah.
But now it's hard to imagine that, considering how many people listen to rock. Right. If you watch a comedy from the 2000s, they almost always have a scene where somebody's singing in the car or at a karaoke. Yes. It's almost like paint by numbers. Okay, this is the type of comedy we're going to do. We have to have somebody singing to some bad rock song.
Are you moving your hands?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I am allowed to do that, babes.
No. It just reminds me of what my mom does.
Okay, good.
When she talks, she communicates with her hands. I can feel that.
Good.
I can feel it. I'm like, oh, mom's moving her hands again.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm not your mom, okay?
I know you're not my mom.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, really annoys me when they have characters in the comedy singing along to music. I don't know why.
Well, I don't like it when. Let me tell you something, okay? Speaking of singing along to music,
yes.
I remember I was on the bus. It was like, this might have been a couple years ago. It had a driver that he seemed like a nice guy, but he kept singing to every song that he was listening to, and he would change the channel like every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It was so annoying, and I'm like, could you please shut up? Or when I'm on the bus and there's a passenger that doesn't necessarily have a good voice and they're singing anyway and everybody can hear.
Did they sing along to a song, I can't remember, in The Wedding Planner?
I Honestly Love You?
Oh, they did. Okay.
No. It was a different one. I can't remember what song it was. It might have been a song of today, but it was really annoying. It was super annoying.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
It just feels like it's...
I mean, unless you actually have a good voice.
No, but here's the thing.
Still, yeah.
It feels like comedy isn't meant to be predictable. And I think that's why the movies from the early 2000s, the comedies at least, really don't hold up that well for the most part, is because they do all these predictable things. You know.
How does that have, what does that have to do with singing in the car?
It has to do with it because singing in the car and singing at like karaoke is something they did in every comedy movie from like 2000 to 2012, it feels like.
Okay.
Wouldn't you agree? I mean, for the most part.
I suppose.
Like
I don't really pay attention to those little details like you do.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure there's some exceptions, but that's what it felt like to me. Is we could randomly select 3 mainstream comedies from that era, and at least 2 of them would have a scene of somebody singing, like some old guy or some old lady, not old guy, but like somebody who's our age now, or some old lady, or some lady goes to karaoke bar, and, you know, or some rough guys who you don't expect to like the cheesy pop song from the 80s. And not every comedy needs a singing scene in it. I don't know.
Well, I don't like it when people...
I just went on a rant.
I know. I mean, from singing into a car, singing in the car or singing on a bus to 90s or 2000 movies in the 2000s where people are singing. I don't know. I don't think about those little details, but I'm sure, you know, it does get kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know. I don't like it when I'm listening to a song that I particularly like and somebody just starts to sing and ruins it.
That's where that actually, I don't mind when it happens in real life. I just don't like it when it happens in movies.
But in real life it's just annoying because I'm like, I want to listen to the music and I want to hear you singing in the background.
But I kind of look at it like the person's enjoying music.
Yeah, but if it's all the time, 5 minutes.
Yeah, it shows that they love music.
No. But when I was talking about the driver that was nice, he was a nice guy. I mean, he did talk to me, but it was just like, can I listen to music and actually listen to it without hearing somebody sing? Because it's kind of distracting to me. I think the word is distracting.
Oh.
It's not just annoying, it's distracting.
Yeah, you hate it when I sing along to music.
Do I?
Well, you're always like, stop it, you know.
No, I meant quoting stuff.
Oh. I think yesterday we were on the couch and I was quoting My Philosophy by KRS-One.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, no.
Yeah, it's a little distracting. And then you kind of go on and on and on.
Because it's a great song.
I understand that.
I try to quote the best lyrics.
I understand that, but it's like, okay, I get it. Can we talk now?
Oh my goodness. We had our fun. You shut her line. You leave it at that.
Okay, whatever. Whatever.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's interesting stuff. And that's why I don't like a lot of movies from that particular era.
Oh.
Yes. But that's just me, babes.
Okay.
Yes. You know what movie I was thinking we could watch tomorrow night?
What's that?
Is Train Spotting.
Train Spotting.
True's life.
I thought
Choose
that was
a
going to be a
house.
random movie tomorrow.
Well, okay, it's going to be a random movie. That's a suggestion, babe. I'm not saying we have to decide on that now.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
You know, I could just go on and say, "Oh, babe, this is weird. The only movie on Netflix right now is Trainspotting. Everything else is off."
I wouldn't believe you.
No, I know.
Come on.
Yes.
If there were ever such a lie, that would be one that wouldn't hold up, though.
Yes.
I'd be like, okay, I know you've joked about stuff, but this is, I mean, you're clearly lying about that.
Yes.
You just don't want to watch any other movie. But, yeah.
I am glad that we get to watch True Romance tonight. A little bit nervous, but I think
it could be a miss for you.
It could, or it could be a movie that you really enjoy.
Or kind of enjoy. I don't know.
I don't know if it's going to be your favorite movie. I could see you enjoying it, though.
Okay.
And I could also see you hating it.
Okay.
Could go either way, okay?
I know.
Yes.
I know. Yeah.
Babes,
Yes.
we had dinner last night.
Oh, it was good.
We made the rigatone.
We made... Why are you talking like that?
I don't know.
We made...
You asked me to before we started.
I did not. We cooked rigatoni with chicken and broccoli. I have to say, and I keep saying this, but Rick really did good with the chicken. I mean, it was moist. It was flavorful. I really liked it a lot.
Thank you, babes. And we made the cheese sauce that we did last week.
With the fresh parm, gorgonzola, and cream cheese.
And we used the water from the rigatoni.
Yes.
To help sort of liquefy everything.
It was, and then we used the cream of mushroom soup to
That's right.
Top it all off with that.
It was good.
It was really good.
Yes.
And we have more for lunch.
Yeah, I think we're only going to have enough for a bowl each.
That's fine.
But it should still be good.
That's fine.
Yes.
As long as we finish it, I'm okay with it.
Oh, good.
Yes.
I'm glad you liked it, babes.
It was delicious. Oh.
Yes.
It was so good.
I saw a really interesting beef recipe. I was watching Pro Home Cooks do a curry video this morning when you were in the shower.
Yeah.
It looked pretty good. It's like, I think they said it was like it was either a Malaysian or Thai beef recipe that involved coconut. I forgot the name of it. Yeah, I might have to make that.
Oh.
And I was telling you the other day.
Wait, I thought you weren't ready to have beef yet.
Well, I'm going to make it at some point, babes.
Okay.
Not tonight.
Not tonight, yeah. Okay.
Yesterday I said, I want to do the chicken bacon Swiss sandwich that they do at Carl Jr.'s, but at home.
Oh, sounds
and
so good.
make my own mustard.
It sounds delicious.
Yeah, make my own mustard, fry the chicken, and make the bread. Right?
Oh, so the chicken was fried. I think you're right about that, because I did have it, and it was really good.
It was.
It was delicious.
Yes.
And then have the Swiss cheese.
Have Swiss cheese or maybe some smoked cheese.
Smoked Gouda?
Something like that.
Yum.
And, some, I don't know, maybe some pickled onions.
Have you ever had, Bubs, black pepper cheese?
I have. It's been a while, but it was really good. I was staying with this lady once in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah.
Who is really, really into cheese, and I think she gave me some black pepper cheese.
Did she make it?
I believe she helped ferment it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I went to Tillamook some years ago, I was trying samples of cheese, and you can buy it by the block or whatever. Mm-hmm. And when I tried the black pepper cheese, I'm like, that is really good.
It is.
It's really good.
Yes.
It's fresh cheese. It's delicious.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of what I'm going to make you when you eventually come back to my place.
Well, if you succeed with the chicken bacon Swiss sandwich, which I think you should definitely try, I would love to eat that.
That's a possibility, babes.
Yes.
Yes.
I've tried a lot of your things, and that would be delicious.
Thank you there, Jaylo.
Fry up the chicken and the bacon, and Swiss cheese on top of that.
Yes.
Put in some mustard.
Make my own mustard.
Mustard?
Yes.
Mustard.
Oh, mustard. Toad.
Don't be a toad head.
Okay, babes, what else? You always bring it back to that.
No, I don't.
Okay.
It's just a joke, Bubs.
Yeah, you were a little bit farty last night.
Bubs!
You were. When we were watching
Okay, Bubs,
okay, all right.
We don't have to talk about everything. What about you, gassy boy?
When did I fart?
Burpee, 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 burpee all the time.
I burped, but that's way less.
Burpee, burpee, burpee.
That's way less offensive than farting.
Whatever.
It is.
Oh, what? No, it may not be the same kind of offensive, but it's still offensive. Bubs.
But it's not at the same degree.
Oh, what have you?
Yeah.
Bubs.
Yeah. I mean.
Bubs.
Go ahead. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna pinch your nose.
Right, babes. I love you, babes.
Nobody has to know everything.
Okay. Nobody does know everything. I love you, babes. I think you need a kiss.
No.
Yeah. Well, I do.
Oh,
With two bad kids, I do. She'll give me a kiss.
No.
Yeah, come on. Come on, babes.
Why?
Because I want a kiss, and so do you.
You say sorry then.
Sorry then.
No, sorry. Really say sorry.
No, sorry. Really say sorry. There, I said it. Yeah, give me a kiss. Babes. Oh my goodness, babes.
Excuse me.
That's okay, babes. I still love you.
I love you too.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, but dinner was really good.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, babes.
Oh, I certainly did.
Oh, good.
Bubs, you know what? I haven't had that you made for me once and I thought was really, actually pretty good?
Tell me.
Was your mushroom burgers.
Oh, yeah. Those were
really, I was really...
like our second date, I think.
I think it might have been the third one.
Okay.
It might have been the second or third one. I think it might have been one of the two. I don't remember, but
no, it was the third one. You're right, because the second one I did the curry. I did Indian.
Yes,
food.
we did. Mm-hmm. Yes, you did. And the third date was when you introduced me to hummus with celery.
I love hummus. Homemade hummus.
You're like, here, try this. And
yep.
you gave me a stick of celery with hummus. And it was really good. And then you put on My Favorite Things by Coltrane.
That's right. And I gave you the mushroom burger.
It was really good.
Yeah, I might do something like that again.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
I think it would taste really good with chicken.
What would?
The mushroom burger. Like with chicken in the middle.
That's something, like small pieces of chicken?
Yes.
That's a possibility.
Yes.
Well, if you remember correctly, I stuffed the inside of the mushroom burger with homemade pesto.
That was delicious.
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm like, how did you make it taste like a burger? Because it really did. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, I think you said something about like pesto and you use breadcrumbs.
I didn't use breadcrumbs. What I did, if I remember right, is I marinated it overnight in liquid smoke and some cumin, fresh cumin.
Okay.
And maybe a little bit of black pepper before I grilled it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Well, that's one thing I have to buy is more cumin.
I know. It's good stuff.
I just don't know where it is.
Yeah. Oh, babes, if you got some liquid smoke.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're not going to do this tomorrow. I mean, I make it sound like I'm going to eat meat with every meal. But we could do some pork shoulder sometime.
Oh, my goodness.
And make it like Kahlua pork.
Kahlua pig. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be amazing. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to taste as authentic as if we like buried the pig. But we can get it, fairly close.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Oh yes.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
I'm really excited about starting the cooking show in a few weeks.
Good. I'm glad.
Because I think I'm going to learn a lot from my co-host. Because as much as I am into cooking, he's way more into it.
Wow, it sounds like he's really advanced.
Oh, he's taken culinary classes before.
Really?
I've never done that.
To be a chef?
Yes.
Wow.
I don't think that was his purpose, but he got culinary classes that chefs go to. I've taken cooking classes, but not on that level.
Not like a professional culinary arts class.
Yeah, exactly. Like he has. So I'm nervous, but I'm also excited about that.
Wow, that is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
There are some really great blind cooks out there.
Yes. So look forward to 2 blind spies. Maybe 3 if we can get my friend involved.
3 blind spies.
But if not, it'll be 2 blind spies. And maybe you'll be able to come over and have some of our food.
Oh, yes. Delicious.
Thank you, Badge. Whoa.
Yeah, I could be a taste tester or something.
Because our goal is to cook for some local people sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Usually people who are on Clubhouse, but I think we can make an exception with you.
Oh, thank you. It'll be interesting to taste like some of the spices that he likes cooking with, since he is from a part of Africa, Sierra Leone.
We don't have to give every detail about this person.
No. I'm just talking about, as opposed in terms of spice wise, right?
Yeah.
Because when you're talking about spices, what kind of different spices would he use?
He showed me his spice area. It's probably double as many spices as I have, and I have a lot. So I think my knowledge of cooking is going to go up.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing I love about cooking is I've been really into it for the last 10 years, but I feel like it's something you can't ever really master. Like maybe you could master a dish or a specific region of food, but I don't know if it's possible for somebody to master cooking. Like there's always stuff to learn about it.
Well, I think it's an ongoing learning process, just like we learn every single day for the rest of our life. So
I hope so. Well, what if you have Alzheimer's disease?
Well, then there's learning there too, I think.
What if you get a dramatic brain injury or traumatic brain injury?
I heard that you can actually there is something that you can do to revive your brain cells.
What if you fall into a coma? Are you learning then?
Well, no, you're sleeping.
See, so you don't learn every day of your life.
Well, you know what I mean, Bubs. You're constantly improving yourself.
One would hope.
Learning yourself.
I'm learning yourself.
Anyway, I was talking about spices, so
go ahead.
That's why I mentioned that region.
Yes, nice.
For that purpose, not to do anything
nice
malicious towards this person.
Oh, good. Yeah. Good. Yeah, so cooking is good. I like it. Babes, before we get to the movies, is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't think so. But I'm sure I'll think of something after this is over, but I don't think so.
Oh my goodness, babes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm trying to think if we talked about... Oh, you know what else we talked about this morning was Neil Diamond. And I know the song Sweet Caroline, but I'm not really too familiar with his other music. He always seemed very white to me. And I know that he wrote for the Monkees, right?
I don't know about that.
I heard that he wrote for the Monkees.
He wrote, he did Solitary Man, he did Shiloh, which is, I like that song, Shiloh. Desiree is another one. September Morn. I think it's called September Morning or September Morn.
That's all above my pay grade.
I mean, and then I like a song that he does called Cracklin' Rosie.
My mom went to see him live, I think at the Rose Garden back in 96, I want to say, or 97.
And she said he was good live.
She said he was really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, now, there's a singer named Bobby Vinton who sang 16 Candles and some other hits. And I heard you probably would say, quote unquote, this guy sounds really white. But someone said that he went to a Bobby Vinton concert and he was actually really good. Really good live.
Yeah, you can dig that type of music. It's just not really my thing with some exceptions. For example, I do like Everclear, and you could say that they're the rock version or of that type of thing, right? Because Alex Zakis, I think is how you pronounce his last name, I love his songs, but he does have a bit of a whiny voice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen them in concert multiple times.
Yeah.
So I am a true fan, but you could say that they're white music, right? But I don't know. I like something that's
too white. Yeah, I guess some people would say that it's just too white.
It's too white because there's white artists who I really like Mark Burchard, who I'm not seeing live this weekend, but he has sort of a soulful sound to him.
Yeah, I think the term is white bread.
White bread, I like that.
White bread, because it's easy to say that, oh, this is white music, this is black music, and it's like I just think that it's I think that there's so many other ways to describe it. I'm
not a Ted Nugent fan, as you know.
Okay, I don't know much of his stuff, but yeah.
I'm talking about his politics.
Oh yeah, I'm very much a Ted. I'm very much in agreement with Ted Nugent. But besides that,
I like how he preaches personal accountability, and he'll have kids.
All right. What was your point?
Okay, but here's what I will say. He said something that I thought was he said it in jest, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was meant to come across as sounding racist, but I like the way he said it. He was on Joe Rogan and he said, I guess in some ways I am a racist because for a long time in my career, when I saw what was it he said? If I saw a black musician and a white musician, I just expected the black musician to have a little bit more soul.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He had some misconceptions.
I think he said that in jest.
Yeah.
That's the way I received it.
Right.
I disagree with him on his politics, and he said some questionable things and done some questionable things, but not according to the white wing, okay?
Okay,
what else? At least he's not Ted Cruz.
Oh, okay, enough. Honestly, you go on and on about that all the time. I don't necessarily like Ted Cruz either because I don't like establishment people, but you go on and on and on about it. It's like obsessive.
I really don't like Ted Cruz.
It's obsessive, all right? We get it. You hate the guy, all right? Move on.
Stop. Like...
all right, enough.
Like, I would take Trump over Ted Cruz every day.
Enough.
Okay, thanks.
You go on and on about this over and over again. You got this obsessive thing going on here.
About Ted Cruz.
Yes.
Yeah, even more than Donald Trump, I think.
Okay, enough.
Okay, all right.
All right, enough.
All right, enough, babes. All right, I think you need another kiss. So
No!
we can properly move on.
No.
Come on, babes, you want another kiss.
Do I?
Yes.
I never said that.
I think so.
Why?
Because you were trying to hide it.
What?
Yeah, so give me a kiss.
How am I supposed to hide it?
Come on, honey. You see, you do the farting noise every time. Oh my goodness.
No, I'm just kidding, Bubs. Okay. Goodness gracious. I gotta get grief from you. Good grief.
Good.
Good grief.
Good. But yeah, enough about lying, Ted. Let's move on. Babes.
Yes?
You and I watched a couple movies last night.
Yes, we did. And I just want to say the first one, I did not remember seeing it, and I don't know why. But I was talking to my sister last night.
For a long time.
Yeah, it seemed long, yeah.
You're like, let me go check my messages, and then an hour later.
Well, we ended up talking about other things, but
yes.
I told her that we were going to watch Rain Man, and she's like, oh, I love that movie, and I'm like, I don't remember if I saw it or not, but it could be that I didn't.
I actually saw it for the first time with my sister in the early 90s. It was a Sunday night, I want to say in the summertime, and it was on ABC. And a few years later, I was watching ABC on a Saturday night, and they re-aired it.
Yes.
Yes.
But now this is the unfiltered version.
Yes. This is the real version.
Yeah.
Yes.
The unedited version, yeah.
Babes, why don't you give a synopsis of the movie?
So I'll just give a brief premise here. Tom Cruise plays a very self-obsessed car salesman, and he's trying to get money because he's trying to sell cars because he isn't making money. And I don't know who plays this guy Lenny, but Lenny is his partner, I think, in the business.
I believe Tom Cruise is running the operation,
yes.
And these are stolen cars.
Right. So he's trying to con people out of money.
Yes.
By jacking the price up and saying, "Hey, we got to get the money to pay for these cars."
Keep going, Jaylo.
He finds that there's a bunch of things that happen. He is with this woman named Susanna. I don't know who plays her. I'm guessing she speaks Spanish or something.
During the movie,
she has an accent.
You said, I think she's from Pee-wee's Big
Top.
Okay. No.
Pee-wee's Big Top.
Okay,
Do not finish that sentence.
Okay, I misheard you, babes.
I said Pee-wee's Big Top, which was a more family-oriented movie. Anyway.
I misheard you when you first said it.
Yes, I know you did.
Right. But keep going.
Or maybe you didn't and you just want to make fun of what I said.
No, it was my hearing issue. My hearing aid wasn't working right. Keep going, babes.
Okay. Anyway, he is, with this woman named Susanna, and they're on the road, and they're supposed to go to what were they supposed to go? They're supposed to go on vacation.
Yes, for the weekend.
For the weekend. And she's getting irritated because he is hiding what is really going on, and she probably doesn't know about the corrupt car business.
I think she knows.
Well, she might know something, but she doesn't know everything because she's getting a little irritated because he won't tell her what's going on. They're on the road. Lenny calls him and says, "Your father died, Charlie. I'm very, very sorry that your father died." And he finds out that there's a beneficiary that inherited $3 million. And he's upset because he felt like his father neglected and abandoned him, and that he should get his half because he thinks he deserves it from his dad for what he didn't do for him. He finds out that this beneficiary lives in a place called Walbrook. He goes to Walbrook. They find out it's a kind of like a place for mental patients. And I think he goes into the building and he's trying to find out what's going on. Susanna is in the car. This guy comes up to the car and says, "Okay, I can drive this car. I'm an excellent driver." And she said, "Well, this isn't my car. This is my boyfriend's car." Like, "I'm an excellent driver. I can drive this car." And Charlie then comes out and finds out, doesn't know who this guy is. But we find out later on some things about him. And keep going, please.
We discover that this is Charlie's brother Raymond, who is older than him by several years.
Yes.
And that he is autistic. He is the one who's getting the money. Mm-hmm. So Tom Cruise has the novel idea, well, what if we take Raymond? And that way the executor of the will, I might be able to bribe him to get Raymond back into this hospital.
Yeah.
You can tell he's a class act.
Dr. Bruner, yeah.
Yes. So Charlie, his girl, and Ray get into the car, drive to this motel.
Motel, yeah.
They get up there, they put on the TV for Ray, and then they go off, and Charlie's girl gets the D. Raymond hears this, goes into the room, sits down on the bed. Babes, would you like to take over?
He sits down on the bed, and this is when Charlie and Ray really get into it. He's like, why were you in my room? And he's like, "I heard noises." "Yeah, well, you're not supposed to hear that. It's none of your business." So Susanna's like, "Why don't you go in there? He's your brother. You know, you really should get to know your brother. Okay, you owe it to yourself." And so she goes off, takes a bath. She's really upset with Charlie because she's like, "You know what? I'm really tired of this. You use people, you use me. I'm going. I'm leaving. I'm done with you now." So she gets out of the tub, gets dressed, and just leaves. And you don't see her again until much later. Mm-hmm. So they're stuck in the hotel, and he decides that he has nothing to do than to be with Raymond.
Not exactly true.
Okay. Are you telling the story?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, go on. Explain this part and I'll...
What happened was, Tom Cruise has to be back in LA in a couple of days.
I was going to get there.
But you just said he had nothing to do. Okay, well, I'll let you take it.
Honestly, really.
Sorry, babes.
He was supposed to be there in 3 hours.
Oh, okay. Keep going.
He was getting ready to go on a trip to LA, and he was going to take Raymond with him. And this is after he had the talk with Dr. Bruner saying, "Hey, we need to have Raymond back here."
This is like the next day after the sex. Sorry, go ahead.
Really?
Yes. With Penelope, after the sex with Penelope.
Susanna, after
the sex with Susanna.
Who's Penelope?
I don't know. I probably thought about Penelope Cruz. They both have the last name, and but they used to have sex too.
Well, they were with each other for a while, yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Cruz style. Keep going, babes.
Do you want me to take your iPad?
Yes. No. Okay, keep going, babes. Keep going.
Yes.
Because I thought what you were about to say is, do you want me to continue with the story? Sorry, babes, keep going. I'll be quiet. I'll be good boy.
I will let you know when. I will let you know.
I'm always good boy, so keep going.
I will let you know if I want you to continue, please.
Okay, keep going.
So anyway, Dr. Bruner says Raymond needs to be back here. This is where he belongs, and he says no. Oh no.
Hold on.
Oh, this is terrible.
All right, babes. So we have to talk about what just happened. You turned on the cleaning feature on your stove.
Not knowing that I did, actually. I didn't even touch a knob. I don't remember touching a knob. The only thing I remember is I put a towel back on the what I did was I put the towel back on the edge of the handle of the stove. And then the fire alarm went off, and I thought, "Oh, I hope that's a different one," but it was mine. And then you turned it off. You disabled the fire alarm.
I turned it off.
Yeah. And then you looked and you said that the cook lock feature was on.
Yeah, and then we Googled that, which was very unhelpful at first because we got videos about how to relax your mind.
Yeah, it's really annoying. Yeah.
And a 20-minute video of some lady like rambling.
Yeah.
So we put this in pause, and from best of what we can gather, you put it in cleaning mode, which turns the heat up super high.
Yeah.
And makes it unusable for a few hours.
No.
Yes.
It's horrible.
So what can we do going forward to make sure this doesn't happen?
Well, I don't even know what happened. That's the thing. I don't even know how it got turned on. I haven't touched a knob. I don't even know where the feature is. I don't know where the settings are. And I don't know where the settings are. So I couldn't tell you.
Oh.
I don't have an answer for this.
I'm glad this is happening today and not last Sunday.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes. Yes, yeah. Well, that's gonna make it nice and hot in the living room there, Jaylo.
Well, the window's open right now, so it's airing out all the stuff.
What can we do in the future to make sure that this happens less?
Well, I know I have to find out first where that's located so I can avoid touching it.
Okay, may I give you some advice?
What is it?
I would ask your landlord for a copy of the manual for the oven and then scan that into a document on your computer.
Okay.
So that way you have the information and you can refer back to it.
Oh.
And then I would properly label everything on your oven.
Well, wait.
What?
Well, I mean, do you know roughly where it's located?
I don't know what button you press. That's the only thing.
Okay. Because there has to be a way to turn it off.
Well, you can't turn it off while it's going. We tried. But this is what I'm saying, babes. It would help to have a manual scanned so you have it as a reference. What do you think about that?
That is one thing. I was actually supposed to get a different oven. I have to talk to her. I have to talk to her about that. Anyway, that's another thing.
Okay. What I would do if I were you on Monday, I would reach out to or Tuesday because it's technically a holiday.
Oh.
Reach out to your landlord and say, hey, I just wanted to know, I remember us talking about me getting a different oven. If that's not the case, could I get a manual for this one so I could scan it in and have a backup copy?
Okay.
What do you think about that, babes?
That's a possible idea.
Yes. Yes. And the other thing, babes, is you might want to completely label because right now you have 2 parts of it labeled.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yes. Yes. So that's what I would do. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's a possibility, Bubs.
And that way it saves me the trouble of freaking out.
Yeah, well, I didn't know. I honestly do not know how that happened, because if I knew where that button was, I would not have touched it.
And that's why I'm saying get a manual.
Bubs, I'm just saying.
But that's why I'm saying get a manual and scan it in, babes. How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, honestly, I wish I had it brailled, but that's not the case.
Right, but there are things, until that can happen, there are things that you can do. Well, or what do you think about that? What do you think about what David said?
About the manual?
Yeah, and about labeling it more.
Well, labeling it more definitely would help. I suppose, I mean, I don't know if she even has a manual for it, for this particular oven. So that's another thing, but that's what I could ask her about.
Yes. And so you might be able to get it for you.
Yes.
Are there any other proactive things we can do, babes?
I can't think of any right now.
Oh.
It annoys me that this is gonna, I don't even know how long it's gonna be on there for.
It usually takes like 3 to 4 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Not 5 or 6 or 7.
No. It's usually, with mine, it's like 3 hours, but some, I don't think it would go any longer than 4.
Okay, so here's the plan of attack, for the near future, which is today.
You have sex with me.
No,
Go ahead.
No, seriously, Bubs. I say that we have to wait until this thing is off.
Yes.
And then after that, I need to find out where, if there is any settings on the oven, where they are.
But here's one problem with that. If you accidentally press it, the process will start all over again.
No, I know that, but I want to know where it is so that I avoid it.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I want to know where it is so I don't press it, or I don't accidentally press it.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
You see, if you would have listened to me.
I know, but if you're listening to me, if you accidentally press it today when you're looking for it, it's going to start the process all over again.
I understand that.
Okay. And so you'll be fine if that happens.
No. I'm not going to be fine if it happens. I don't want it to happen. I don't want it to happen at all after this.
Okay.
I just want to know where it is. So in the future, I will avoid it.
Nice.
Did you ever use the self-cleaning mode for your oven?
Oh yeah, but when I use it, I open all the windows.
Okay.
Yes. Because it gets like 900 degrees in there. Where you going, babes?
I'm gonna open this window.
No, not right now. Because
Okay.
we're still recording. And this takes precedence.
I understand, and I'm gonna put the AC on too.
This is going to be a very interesting episode, babes.
Ugh.
All right, you need a kiss.
No.
Yeah, why not?
Feel like it.
Oh, come on. Yes, you do. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Shh. Mm-hmm. All right, babe. So, when last we talked,
Okay.
you were telling me about the movie Rain Man.
Yes.
And I believe you were, if memory serves me correctly, I'm a little bit frazzled, and I don't know why.
Yeah, you do.
But I believe you were at the part where Tom Cruise had just talked to the psychologist about getting Dustin Hoffman back at the mental hospital.
Yes, and he says, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send him to another institution in LA, and I'm going to see you in court. I will fight you for this.
Unless you pay me 1.5
Unless you pay me 1.5 million.
Mm-hmm.
So half of what Raymond is getting. So they get ready. They drive to the airport. Raymond is definitely afraid of airplanes, and he's remembering all these crashes that have happened with certain airlines, and obviously, Charlie Babbitt is very, very annoyed and says, look, we have to get on this plane. And he's about ready to get on the plane, and he's just screaming bloody murder. And he's like, I'm sorry. He's very, very scared of planes. And so he's like, okay, we're just going to drive to LA. All right. And he's like, I could have been there in 3 hours, and we're going to be there in 3 days. So continue on, please.
There's a little bit of an issue because at one point they're at this traffic stop and Raymond gets out of the car. So
and it says don't walk.
No, we haven't gotten there.
Okay.
Tom Cruise gets a little bit upset. Eventually he picks Raymond up, and he decides that he needs to get Raymond help. They go to the small town. That's where the don't walk thing happens.
Yes.
Go into the room to meet with the
psychiatrist.
Experts. Yeah, and he's like, your brother's really smart. Does he have any special abilities? Well, he's good with numbers, blah, 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 blah. And he knows when Judge Wapner is on.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
And then he has to watch Jeopardy. Mm-hmm. He has to be in bed by 11.
Anyway.
Moving
on. At one point, Tom Cruise puts some cards in front of Dustin Hoffman and realizes that he can tell which cards are missing. So he decides, why don't we go to Vegas to gamble? Now, Tom Cruise needs $80,000 because of the shady business adventures of being a stolen car salesman. Go to Vegas, make $86,000, go to a bar. Raymond meets a woman of the night.
Yeah, and she is trying to get him to, do favors for her. And she doesn't understand that he doesn't, his brain cannot comprehend what she wants to do. And she's like, and Charlie's watching this, and she's like, yeah, we just want to talk. Like, yeah, we just want to keep getting to know each other, just talking. He's like, okay, I want to see what happens.
She leaves, but Raymond thinks that they have a date later on.
At 10 o'clock, yeah.
They go upstairs. Tom Cruise teaches Dustin Hoffman how to dance, and your girl comes back into the picture.
Susanna comes to the room, and they're in a high-end suite.
Yep. They're walking through the hotel lobby. Somebody approaches Tom Cruise. They say, we want to talk to you. And they tell him, you can keep all the money that you won, even though you cheated us, but just go home now. So it's very unrealistic.
Yes.
Ben Affleck doesn't even get that kind of treatment. Anyways.
Right.
Tom Cruise meets up with Suzanne, who has made out to Raymond in an elevator by this point. And
he can I explain that a little bit?
Go ahead.
Susanna pauses the elevator. She dances with him because I think she feels bad that Ira stood him up.
Yes.
So, and this is I don't know why this scene was in the movie, but it was there. So they're dancing in the elevator. She's like, have you ever kissed a girl? He said no. And she said, okay, close your eyes. And she kisses him.
Yes.
And then they go down and get to the car. And do they drop her off somewhere?
The next day, they drop her off at her house before going back to Tom Cruise's pad. But I realized we forgot a pivotal scene a little bit earlier in the movie.
Okay.
And that's when... Did we discuss that here? When Tom Cruise finds out that Homeboy's name was Rain Man? That he called him Rain Man.
That's right. Yeah. We didn't talk about that. That happened at the hotel room.
That happened at a hotel when they're
hotel.
talking because Dustin Hoffman was sent away shortly after their mom died.
Right.
Because he almost burnt Tom Cruise with hot water. But before then, he used to sing to him. And Tom Cruise used to call him Rain Man. And that's why they call the movie that.
Yeah, because he didn't know how to say Raymond.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fast forward, they're at Tom Cruise's house. And they're hanging out. And the next day, much like you, Dustin Hoffman sets off the fire alarm.
Bubs, honestly.
Sorry, babes. I love you, babes.
Mm.
Tom Cruise comes out, turns everything off, fixes it, much like me. And then, I love you, babes.
Taking jabs at me, are you?
I love you, Jaylo. They go to a restaurant, get some pancakes, and go into the meeting with, the executor and the psychologist. Oh, we should say that the night before, Tom Cruise got an offer for $250,000 if he walked away from the situation.
Yes.
And he said no.
He said no, yeah.
They go in, and it's determined that Ray has to go back.
Yep.
Last scene, Tom Cruise goes to say goodbye. He tells Ray that he'll see him in 2 weeks. Dustin Hoffman gets on the bus or train or whatever you want to call it.
It was a train.
Whatever the kids are calling it.
It was a train.
But it identifies as a bus.
It was a train.
And
Is it a train or a bus?
The train or bus leaves, and that's the end of the movie.
Yes.
It's not my favorite movie. There's a lot of problems with it. I'd give it a 7, though, because it is enjoyable.
Yes, I give it a 7 also.
Yes. Is there anything else you want to say? We're still a little bit freaked out about what happened. But is there anything else you want to say about this movie?
I don't think so. This is, I thought Dustin Hoffman was really good. And this is, of course, when, before autism was well known.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't actually meet an autistic child until I was 15.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how not so well known it was.
And you made love to that child.
What?
No, I'm joking.
Those little girl bubs.
Okay. Stop.
Can't believe you joke about that.
Stop. I was joking. It was a joke, babes. All right, you need a kiss.
No.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. No, real kiss. Real kiss, babe. Babes, real kiss.
I love you, babes.
Yes.
Yes. Anyways, what do you? How do you think this experience changes Charlie?
Even though he's only hung out with him for a week?
Yes.
Well, I think it taught him that there are more important things to think about besides himself. Like the world doesn't revolve around him. He can't always get his way all the time. And he's got to think about, well, what's in the interest of other people instead of what's in the best interest of me.
Do you think that Charlie stays in contact with Ray?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Well, because he said, you know what, I'm going to visit you in 2 weeks. Like, just because Dr. Bruner has custody of you, it doesn't mean I can't visit you.
But people say that type of stuff all the time. You know what? I'm actually going to turn on your AC.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's getting pretty,
Yes. And I'll open the door.
yes. I don't think this is going to affect the noise, right?
It will.
That's okay.
But
That's fine.
we have a reason behind it.
That's okay. It's a good reason.
Well, it's not really. But it's effective. All right, babes.
Yeah.
So, does Tom Cruise stay with Suzanne or does he leave him for Ray?
I don't even know if they stay together at all.
Uh-oh.
I think it's just a temporary thing, right? I really think I don't know. It seemed like she was really done with him.
Not at the end when they say goodbye.
Yeah, that's true. They did kiss each other, but I don't think she leaves him for Ray.
Nice.
No. I think she just wanted to show Ray that there are other women out there and Iris isn't the only one.
Nice.
But and she just wanted to be kind to him, I think.
Yes. Very good, babes.
Yes.
Do you think that Ray's still alive?
Well, no, he's a character. Probably not.
Okay.
Well, I mean, this was made in 1989, so.
But the actor Dustin Hoffman is still with us.
But he's an old man.
Yeah. How much more longer do you think Ray lives?
Maybe a good 20 years. 30 years.
That's nice.
I don't know. I'm not too sure how long Charlie lives.
Really?
Well, I mean, if he changes his attitude, he could live a lot longer.
Yeah.
But we'll we'll never know. Apparently.
Yes. Well, good.
Yes.
Well, very good, Jaylo. Is there any questions about this movie that you want to ask me?
Okay. What do you think that Susanna represents? Do you think that she do you think that that she gives Charlie a chance to actually think of somebody other than himself, or do you think she's just there?
I honestly think she's just kind of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Along for the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
What about Dr. Bruner? Do you think that he really does care about Raymond?
I think to the best of his abilities, he does. I mean, he has other clients, so Raymond isn't always on the forefront of his mind. But I think it's as much as he can, he does care about Raymond.
Right.
Yes. Yes, you.
And maybe it does make sense that he didn't know that he had a brother because he was so much younger than him.
You know what went through my mind while watching this movie, babes?
What's that?
My dad has had a lot of sex with many different women. And I thought while watching this movie, I wonder how many siblings I have out there who I don't know.
It's possible that you don't.
You think so? You think my dad was shooting blanks? For the most part?
It's possible. Maybe he didn't want to have any more kids.
Well, yeah, but maybe the women left. I don't know.
Maybe the women left soon before they could even get pregnant.
I don't know, babes. Maybe they all had abortions.
Bubs.
What? You left out abortions earlier.
No, not really.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Yeah, you said you thought abortions was funny when I said it earlier.
Wow.
What?
What ifs?
What ifs? I love you, babes, but what ifs?
What ifs, bubbles?
What ifs, babes?
Yes.
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 Is there anything else you want to say about this movie?
No.
No. I love you, babes.
I love you too.
Oh, good. The next movie we watched.
That was Say Anything, and I think you should give the
Recap?
the recap, yeah.
Okay.
It was a good movie, too.
John Cusack plays Lloyd, who is a good guy, but he really doesn't have a lot of direction in life.
No, he's very, he's very directionless.
Lloyd is graduating from high school along with Ione Skye, who plays
Diane Court,
Diane
the popular girl in school.
Court. And her father, Martin Crane, really wants her to succeed in
Not Martin Crane.
Oh,
I forgot what his name was, but his last name was Court.
John Mahoney.
John Mahoney.
Me.
Not Mahoney.
Think ho and me. And whatever images come to your mind, that's on you.
No, he's Irish, Bubs.
Okay.
It's not French like Mahoney.
Nice.
Or Monet. Yeah.
Monet. Anyways, John Mahoney is Ione Skye's father. Melanie Court?
Her name was Diane Court.
Diane.
I don't know. I forgot what her dad's name was.
Okay, D Court for short.
No,
That's what they called her in the movie, D Court
no
for short.
Diane.
Okay. She's like this super knowledgeable kid who really...
I think she's like a popular girl in school.
She's not that popular.
Or maybe not that
popular. She even
popular.
says she's not that popular. She's known because she's so smart.
Yeah.
And they don't really hate her, but they don't really know
like
her on a
They
deep
don't know
level.
her. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. They graduate. She's like the valedictorian, I believe.
Yes.
And she got accepted into some fancy school over in England.
It was a fellowship. Yeah.
Fellowship.
Yeah.
And her dad's super happy. He really worked hard for her to get these opportunities and to make a life for his daughter.
And he's gotten her gifts.
Exactly. The mom really isn't in the picture.
I don't even know why she even appeared in the movie.
All right.
But
And John Cusack's sister Joan is watching him for the summer, and she has a little boy.
was it her?
I think
In
it
the
was
movie?
her, babes, yes.
I couldn't tell. Oh, maybe it was. Anyway, yeah, because I forgot why she took him in.
The parents were gone for the summer. They said that in the movie.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. John Cusack decides to ask out your girl Diane, and she says
Girl
yes.
Diane, I don't know this girl.
Okay. They go to a party, have a good time, and are out pretty late the next morning.
Yeah.
Or that night taking somebody home. It's dawn by the time they drop this other kid off.
Yes.
And he says to Diane, hey, I want to spend the summer with you.
Before you leave.
And whatever happens, happens, but let's enjoy this time, basically. He does that and is eventually invited over to John Mahoney's place for dinner, where the IRS comes over and tells John Mahoney, hey, you're being investigated for tax fraud.
Yes.
The pressure gets to be so much that Ione Skye decides to put Lloyd on ice while she's dealing with the stuff with her dad.
Yeah.
So it basically comes out that John Mahoney runs this old folks home.
Yep.
And he is getting the people to sign over their money to him.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And Ione Sky doesn't believe this at first. Eventually, she realizes the truth. John Mahoney goes to jail for like 9 months. She gets back together with John Cusack.
Yeah.
Is upset and almost leaves to England before saying goodbye to her dad. But she finally does. They go off on a plane, and that's the end of the movie.
Right.
How do you feel about this movie?
There was some funny stuff in there, especially when he was really upset and he was recording. I think he was making a recording for his friend.
With the tape recorder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
And he's like, and to the left, this is where I met her at the mall. I knew that our relationship was doomed. And to my left is a street where she broke up with me.
It's a good movie, babes.
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
It was.
I'd give this an 8.
I especially like the scene. Yes, I would too. I especially like the scene where he's trying to win her back, and he has the boombox on with the song "In Your Eyes."
And that made me think, because I did a covers showcase on Clubhouse this week. It made me think I should have used the Jeffrey Gaines version. Because years ago when I was learning how to play guitar, a friend of mine said, Jeffrey Gaines does a version of In Your Eyes, the Peter Gabriel song. And I never learned it. It was a little bit complicated, but not too much. But maybe I should go back to that.
Peter Gaines, right?
Jeffrey Gaines.
I'm Jeffrey Gaines, I'm sorry. Yes. Peter Gabriel, Jeffrey Gaines.
Yes.
Never heard of the guy.
Uh-oh. Maybe you should, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yes. Well, good, babes. I'm glad you liked the movie.
Yeah.
Do you think that her and Ione Sky stay together?
What?
John Cusack and Ione
Her, I'm like, her, who's her? I think so. Or at least I think they try to make it work.
Nice.
Yeah, because he doesn't really have a direction. And he kind of, decided, I'm just going to follow her.
Yes. Which is a funny scene where he's telling John Mahoney that as John Mahoney is in prison.
And he's saying, he goes, the thing I want to do for a living is be with your daughter. I'm good at it. And he goes, sir, are you okay? And he's like, I'm incarcerated, Lloyd. No, duh, I'm not okay.
Is there anything else you want to say about this
How
movie?
was she able to hug him? Because usually when a person's in prison, you're separated by glass.
Because he was convicted of stealing money from people.
Yes.
And if you're stealing money from the elderly or the poor, you basically go to a country club jail. They just want the money out of that. And it's a slap on the wrist. So he went to like a nicer prison.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. As long as you're stealing money from poor people, you're good.
According to prison life.
According to me.
According to you.
Yes.
No, that's not white, Bubs.
Oh.
No.
Yes. Is there anything else you want to say about this movie, babes?
Didn't a certain artist was in prison for a while for embezzlement?
Are you talking about Martha Stewart?
No. She was not.
Who?
Lil' Kim.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was. She was in prison.
Okay.
She was in prison for embezzlement.
Nice. There we go, Jaylo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I found out that Martha Stewart was in prison for a stupid reason. And it wasn't, and she didn't even commit a crime.
Yes.
Yeah, but they were talking about what kind of a jail it was, and I think they jokingly called it a Camp Cupcake.
Nice.
Yeah, it was very strange.
It was very good.
Anyway.
Yes. All right, babes. Normally I wouldn't cut it so abrupt, but we had a bizarre situation today.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's bizarre.
Unless there's anything else you want to say.
No, I'm just glad that no alarms are going off right now, but it's still kind of, I'm still a little freaked out by this.
Oh. Yeah, think about what I said. And it never hurts to be mindful.
Bubs, I did not know that.
I know, but I'm saying going forward, babes. I love you, babes. And what happens if you turn it on when I'm not here?
I understand, Bubs. That's why I want to know where it is.
Okay, babes. Can I get a kiss?
No.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Do I?
Yeah. Why should I be famous? Because you, myself.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness. So, sorry we didn't really get into character analysis with these movies, but
That's okay. We had a situation that needed to be taken care of quickly.
you can do it your damn self. No. We're good, babes?
Yes.
All right. Bye for now.
Bye-bye. Have a good one.
Sorry about the abrupt ending.
Bye-bye.
That's the way life goes.